Let's consider this question. Don't skip this video until you have tried the question yourself. The solution uses a beautiful mathematical trick that most students never think of. The question is 5 raised to the power of x is equal to 4 and 2 raised to the power of y is equal to 25. What is the product of x and y? What is x times y? How do we solve this? Let's solve it together. Now, from the equation given to us here, we have solution. We have 5 raised to the power of x, which is equal to 4, and 2 raised to the power of y, which is equal to 25. The first approach is to change every term into their index form. 5 is written in its index form or exponential form. That is 5 raised to the power of x. Let's also do the same thing to 4. So that will give 5 raised to the power of x is equal to 4 is the same as 2 raised to the power of 2. Then from the second equation given, let's do the same thing. 2 is raised to the power of y, which is equal to 25 is basically the same as 5 raised to the power of 2. That is the first approach. Now we are having two equations. This equation and also this equation right here. So we're going to work on one just to ensure that the index of either of these two or of these two is made 1. That is to say, if you are considering this equation, the index of 5 must be 1 or the index of 2 must be 1. So from this equation, we have 5 raised to the power of x is equal to 2 raised to the power of 2. Now we want to turn this index of this 5, that is the power of this 5, to 1. What should we do? We divide the both powers by x. Divide here by x. X divided by x gives 1, so that is we have 5 raised to the power of 1, which is the same as 5, which equal to 2 raised to the power of 2 over x. Now 5 is equal to this, and from the second equation we also had 5, so we are going to substitute this value into this equation. That is to say, any place where 5 is written, we should put this into it in this equation. So since 5 is equal to 2 raised to the power of 2 over x, from this equation, from the second equation that was given to us, we are going to replace 5 by this because we have 5 over here. So that is, let's rewrite this equation. We have 2 raised to the power of y, which is equal to 5 raised to the power of 2. Knowing that 5 is this box, then let's do the substitution. 2 raised to the power of y will equal to, instead of putting 5, you are going to put this box, which is 2 raised to the power of 2 over x, which is raised to the power of 2. Now let's record the law of indices, power law of indices. If we have, for example, a raised to the power of x over y, which is also raised to this, which is also raised to the power of b, we are required to multiply the index together, which is x times this will give b x over y. Let us apply the same principle over here. So you're going to have 2 raised to the power of y is equal to, if you multiply this by this, if you multiply this index, we obtain 2 raised to the power of 4 over x. 2 raised to the power of 4 over x. Because we have equal bases, this will cancel this, and we're gonna be left with y is equal to 4 over x. So considering what you have in this side of the equation and also this side of the equation, since the right hand side is written in the Avogadro fraction, that is a number divided by another number, but in the left side of the equation we are not having that, we can also provide 1 to the denominator of this, so the equation will look the same. So what should we do? We cross and multiply, isn't it? Cross and multiply from here. So xy will equal to 4 times 1. So if xy is equal to 4 times 1, that is to say xy is equal to 4. From the question that was given to us, we are required to find the product of xy. So we obtain that xy is equal to 4.